Your kids have to see you live the legacy.
That's
Don't
right.
just
Oh yeah,
speak
you
it.
better now
You gotta live the legacy.
He's in Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs. And I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know I'm excited. I know parents are excited. They're sitting
Are you
down.
sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able
Ah,
Woo.
good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another segment
Oh
of
my goodness.
Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her choking BFF. Eva.
Ooh,
My
yes, Lord.
BFF drank some coffee and choking herself to death. What is going on this morning? Well, we
Ah,
want to welcome everybody to come on in. Come on in. Hey, BFF, you all right?
good morning. I'm all right.
All right. All right.
I'm,
All right.
I'm surviving. It went down the wrong. What they used to say when you were a kid? It went down the wrong pipe. It went
Yeah,
down.
I always wondered about that when they say wrong pipe.
Woo.
I always wonder if there was more than one pipe down in your throat.
Right.
What wrong pipe did it go down?
It just,
Good
girl, it
morning,
it went
Chanel,
down.
my sissy. Good morning. Good morning. I love
Good
you, girl.
morning.
Before I get started with this crazy morning already, I don't know if y'all can hear it on my little voice or something. Well, anyway, I'm trying to still wake up. You know, I'm doing this second shift, so it is so hard for me to go to sleep at night. And once I get up early, 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 I got to try to get it together. But in my cup this morning, I tried this new Arabic coffee. It's real good. It's a little different than any other to taste. I'm not gonna say that it's bad. It's really good. I really like it. And I actually put some hazelnut creamer this morning and also some regular creamer, which is eh. But what's the best part about it is the sugar. I got enough sugar to keep me up and going for maybe a couple of hours, and then when I crash, I am gone. I'm being I am gone. Well, BFF, what you got going on choking on the what you choking on this
I
morning?
know. So I made my coffee, and it is my Tarjay coffee. I'm still drinking. I told y'all about the biggest box I could find, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, it is so good though. With some peppermint mocha creamer, sugar free, some
Ooh.
pepper. I mean, and some sugar, just plain original with some equal. I drank
Mm.
some and I darn it choked. It just kind of
Yeah.
went down the wrong way. I'm still
Yeah. Get it
trying to
together.
recruit.
Okay. You sound worse
Mm.
than me and I mine's from sleeping. You choking up in here. Just
Ooh,
talking to death. So what's going
ooh.
on today, girl? You got something you want to talk to us about this morning?
Yeah, yeah. The thing that I want to talk about this morning is safety.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lady in Walmart and she was shopping and the man came up and while she's standing there, literally reaches in and grabs her baby. So he grabs her baby, she grabs her baby. So it's a tug of war with this baby, and this man was relentless. He was determined not to let this baby go. But God, the woman was able to pull back and find the man. He took off and he left. So what I'm trying to get out there to people is, and I see it all the time, when you're out and about and your kids are running around, some parents are still allowing their kids to get out of sight. Some parents, their kids are in the car and they turn their back to their children while they're shopping. All it takes is a second. All it takes is a second. So people be more mindful, be more cognitive, and I'm guilty of it. Be more
Yeah,
cognitive of your surroundings and what's happening, and pay attention. Pay attention. If you see somebody lurking around and kind of eyeballing your children, more than just the "ooh, that's a cute kid" type thing, and then moving on, there could be a potential problem, something brewing. So
yeah.
just kind of be mindful. And that happened right here in Georgia, right here in I think it was in Norcross, either Norcross, Gwinnett, somewhere around up in that area.
Yeah,
So
killing somebody,
to-
baby. How you just gonna?
yeah,
I mean, you
out of
see
the
that in
car.
the airport too. You know, you have when kids when the parents were waiting for their planes and they have delays. You have the children be all over the place, running around. You know, even last I think like 2 weeks ago, you know, the set of twins got uh just missing, and
Yeah, that's
now
open
they
investigation.
yeah, and then they found out that they unalive now. And they twin brothers, you know, and they looking at investigations on people just taking other people and killing them and all that stuff like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with you. Safety is the issue.
yeah,
You know, you know me, I'm always walking around looking.
yeah.
And even when you're not looking, I'm looking. I'm like,
I
you
know.
ain't see that person walk past you like that. No, what you mean? You know,
Yeah,
you know, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but I do. And maybe you want to talk a little bit about your situation with your, you know, car situation.
yeah, yeah,
Um, you know, I keep trying to explain to my BFF to pay more attention, you know, and you know, you know, she just one of those people that now she's learning, but
Hey
I've
Nancy,
noticed
good
that about
morning.
her. She just wanted to, you know, she just wanted to, okay, everything's good, world, you know, and I try to explain to her, you know, you got to pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to the
Yeah,
things you're doing, be more cautious to what you're doing and seeing what you're doing. And you know, that's a big thing for us now, you know, as
yeah,
women getting older, we got to pay attention. Our children, our grandchildren,
yeah.
even you know, these young men, I don't think they was what about 18? How old was them young men that they took?
They were like 18. They had just graduated. I think they had just graduated high school, and it happened there again, right here in Georgia. So I'm telling people, and I'm glad that you brought that up. People, do
Mm,
not let this story die. Keep this story in the news so that they will continue to investigate, support the
yeah.
family. These two young men were headed on a trip to Boston. They had their airline tickets. They were headed, the Uber came to pick them up to go to the airport, and then somehow or another they wound up unalived in the mountains in Georgia. The investigation initially said that they unalived themselves, that it was a murder suicide. But I am sorry. There's
Mm,
no way that it was a murder suicide when there were multiple gunshot wounds to each child. Just
yeah.
let that sink in for a moment. There were multiple gunshot wounds to each child, and the area that they were found in is an area known for extremists
Mm,
groups. These type of groups, they are preparing themselves for their civil takeover of the
mm,
government, and not necessarily the government, but of people like us, brown
yeah.
skinned people, and things of that nature. And they play these games, and there are some people that say that these so-called games still go on, where they chase black people, where they hunt them, and then they take pictures and put them on on the dark web of their victory, so to speak, because that is their trophy. And that's what happened with the fireman. He took pictures of them and placed and put those pictures on the internet, which he should not have. But his whole family has ties to that area, and a good portion of them are in jail for various heinous crimes. So it's more to the story. That's all that I can say on
Yes.
that right now.
Yeah, so just pay attention to your environment. Make sure you teach your children. I don't care if they 27 or 54. My BFF, I'm teaching her now to pay attention, and she's
She
way in her
is.
50s.
And I'm
So I'm just
57.
saying, yeah. So just be cautious of your environment. Well, let's go ahead on, and I am excited about my next guest. We get referrals. We get people that says, I believe this person should go on, let person get on. Well, this one right here, I am excited about it because of his story. He got a wonderful story. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. And his topic, I don't know if anyone paid attention to his topic. It says from a bag and a dream to a director chair. What is that about? What is that
Yes,
about? I'm
yes,
excited to hear this. Another black young entrepreneur moving forward in his life. It is exciting to me because when we bring people on, they come, and a lot of times they come from rags to riches, and that's a blessing. That's encouraging me also. I have dreams. We have dreams, and then when someone go on and pursue their dreams, that's a blessing. So before
yes.
we get him, bring him on, let me just show y'all a little introduction of what we got going on and what he is. Hello, 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 Director Jude. Oh, I suppose not have
Good
told you your name.
morning.
Good
Good
morning, good morning, good
rising, rising, rising.
morning. Rising, rising. Oh my God, I'm excited about this topic. I really love to hear good stories about where you come from and where you're at and all that stuff. So before we start, I know you got a cup. You got a cup of something. What's in that cup?
Yeah. Okay. You can't judge me what's in my cup though.
Ah,
It's 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 mimosa without the orange juice.
okay,
All right.
okay.
Okay. Straight to
Mimosa
it.
without the orange juice. What's okay?
He's straight to it.
Straight good, baby.
I had a long week. Had a long week.
Yes, so do I. I'm mimosa without the orange juice. That's the good stuff then.
Just the champagne.
Yes, that's the champagne. Well, before we get going, I just got a question to ask you. What's in your bag, boy? What's in the bag?
Man, what's in my bag? What's in my bag is speaking on directing film and mental health, man. That's what's gonna be in the bag for the day.
Yes, talk to me about it. Go ahead,
So
talk to me
it
about it. Go
oh
ahead.
yeah, it's funny that you say this show's called What's in Your Bag, right? Because how I started my journey, um, I only took one bag to begin my film journey, and
Mm,
just to take it back, I had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of mental health breakdowns, and a lot of deaths were going on in my life, and
Mm,
I always knew I wanted to pursue film, but my whole environment, I feel like I was getting sick from the environment, from seeing all these deaths from my one of my best friends, my grandma, and just a string of other people all around me was, passing away. So grief was getting to me, and I didn't know what mental health is. I just know that I don't feel good. I know if I go to the store, it reminds me of such and such, or if I go here, that reminds me of such and such. I don't feel good the whole day. So only thing I knew to do was I gotta go. I need to remove
mm,
myself from this environment for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They say you can't heal in the same environment that you got sick in.
that's
So,
right.
like what's in your bag? I went, put me a couple drawers, a couple of shirts, and like I got my bag. My best friend called me. He was like, "Yo, we, um, I think you should go to LA since you want to do film." I was like, "I don't care where I go. We can go to Alaska. We can go to Utah. As long as I get out for a minute, I don't care. But he's like, no, it'll make more sense for you to be in LA, because of what you're trying to do. And I'm like, I don't care, let's go. Well, so we both, because he was dealing with the same thing, with other things, and we both were going through the same thing, so we both had to go. So we didn't even book the Airbnb until we got off the plane to LAX. We walked to the
Wow.
Starbucks and then booked the Airbnb. And then I had my little raggedy bag and it broke on the
Wow.
all my little stuff fell out on the way to the Starbucks. My little drawers, all the
Wow.
stuff fell out. So and my best friend, he looked at me like, oh my gosh, bro, like, come on, man. And I'm just like, whatever. So we got in the Starbucks, booked the Airbnb. Then from then I enrolled in LA Film School on Sunset Boulevard. And
Wow.
like I said, I used that time just to be away from everything and just tunnel vision. Um, got locked in and perfected my craft. The pandemic came, so that brought me back to Atlanta. I came back just to wait for it to be over with. I thought it'd be over with in a couple of days. Like, okay, I'll
Mm.
be back, but I just stayed, and so I've been back ever since. But uh, I came back, got on some sets, started working PA, started learning, and after that, I was like, it's time for me to put something out. So finally, the short film, which she was showing a little bit of, I said, I want to do something meaningful for my first, short film. I did a lot of those things, but this one I wanted to be what represent me, what the brand is for. So I thought about doing a film about suicide awareness because while I was in LA, even after all the stuff, I had a friend who unalived himself while I was in LA. He was in Atlanta, and I felt like, man, I wish I could have just, been checking in on him. But it's hard to check in on somebody when my own stuff was messed up, and I just, kind of felt bad.
Mhm.
I wish I could have checked in on him before it was too late, because me and him was, kind of cool. So, that pushed drive for that message on that side. And then the other message was how you talk to your kids, because a lot of times I see, like, parents can, like, make or break people's confidence. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if and they don't even know what they're doing. They could got it from their parents, and it could just been passed down from generation after generation, not knowing. They could just had a long day at work. Hey, they mad about something, light bill due, something else due. Hey, and they taking out on you, not knowing, and then knowing they need a little attention or need some confidence or need some positive reinforcement to help them keep going. But you could be driving them into a hole to, unalive, or do something crazy or just
Mhm.
lose confidence and not have a dream ambition. So that's why I put
Mm-hmm.
them put that together and just doing things before it's too late because you never know. If you can possible get right with people that you got a little dispute. If it's possible, sometimes it's not. But if it is something small, you can before it's too late.
Mhm. So tell me a little bit about, I don't want you to tell the movie, but give a little breakdown on that one about the parents because I got to watch it and it kind of hit home. So if you just give 'em a brief, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it on our page so the people can get to see it. But kind of brief, tell me a little bit about that.
About the film.
Yeah, the film,
Mm-hmm.
just a little. You ain't gotta tell everything because I don't want them to
Oh,
know
okay.
everything, but just give them a
Um,
little understanding on what you meant by
okay.
parents.
So it start with the father and son. Well, it starts off with the whole family. It starts off with a flashback. The whole family is doing good. They just coming back from a basketball game. They're enjoying a regular routine. But then fast forward, the mother dies, and that's what puts the father into a real bad state of mind, which makes him kind of talk to the son kind of crazy because he's hasn't healed from the mama dying. And so, not knowing what he's doing, he just is kind of like lashing out, not worried about the son. And the son just wants to continue basketball because he was doing that while the mother was there, and he wants to do good, but he doesn't have his mother anymore, and he also doesn't have his father. Seemed like he lost both of them, kind of, because
Mm.
the father not supporting him no more because he's just still mentally going through it, and then the mother is gone, so he kind of lose confidence. The words and how his father talked to him just make him feel like he's not enough or so that kind of makes their relationship strained, all due to that one, because that one factor. So if you're not healed from one thing, it can just lead to a lot of different things. Maybe if the father went to therapy, or talked to somebody, or had like a strong men group around him, he probably wouldn't have talked to the son in that manner, or either the son could have had some uncles, or he just lacked feel like he lacked support too after the mother died. He didn't know what to do or how to take it, and
Mm,
would push
mm.
it on the way.
Wow.
Boy, this and it was a good, it's a very good movie. I mean, I loved it. So what and I understand most like the movies does it lack more of a is it more of a mental health for you with what's going on with you as far as death concern? I just kind of want to know what kind of brought you to speaking on this type of topics.
Yes, like I say, far as the death, I pulled that from my own mental health breakdown that I had, and I felt like my a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm heartbroken." Somebody died, you say you're heartbroken. I felt like my mind was broken, like my brain was broken. So I was like, "Man, I'm brain broke. Like my brain is broke. I need to fix it. I got to get back. Get back to being me. Get back. Just fix and accept and just heal." So that's kind of why I put that aspect in there on that part. It doesn't directly affect like me and my father relationship, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still the grief part. That's kind of why I put that in there.
Love it. Go ahead,
So
talk.
this has been
What?
a therapeutic journey for you.
Yes, yes, and actually, man, uh, I've been sitting this me and my father. We have like a strained relationship, but me sending this film to him and him like really loving this stuff, it brought us closer.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
we just did that. And I didn't
yeah.
think that I didn't do it for that reason, but it really has brought us closer.
Wow.
Wonderful. That's wild. So what's the next what's your next? Because I know you directing, you ready to do get more films going on and stuff like that. So what's you where you leading to now? What's your path for this future?
Yeah. So while I was out in LA, I did a documentary. I was out on it's called Skid Row. It's kind of like how Pine Street was in Atlanta, where they had like before they shut it down, like all the shelters
Wow.
and everything. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
Pine Street times 10 times 20, and I was down there, and I was just like um, infatuated just about like how they was running so much things down there. And they was just doing so much things. So I was down there, and I got a lot of people who wanted to speak. I didn't just hey put a camera in people's face, but it was like, hey, people who want to tell their story about what's going on, their voice from living out here in LA on Skid Row or in Hollywood and their experience. So I got like a lot of interviews. Then on the flip side, I got people who are not homeless out there, but their take on it. Some people for them, some people against them. So it was interesting to get everybody's point of view and put on one
Wow.
documentary. So that one's next.
Wow.
It's called
Wow.
Be the Change
It's
from
called what?
Skid
Say it
Row.
again.
Be the Change.
Beauty
Be the
change.
change.
Beauty
Uh,
Mm.
change. Wow. Wow. So
Voices
your
from Skid
dream
Row.
your I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh no, it's called Be the Change. Voices from Hollywood and Skid Row.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's going to be very good.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
yes.
Especially
Mhm.
y'all folks who knows Atlanta. I'm not familiar with Atlanta, kind of where that part is, but I do understand, the scary. So was this your dream? This is because it says on your title, it was a dream of yours. Or was it a dream of yours to make films that basically, allowing people to know how mental health mental health is a big issue here out here. So was this
All right.
your dream, or what direction did you want to go into when you started looking into directing?
Honestly, I didn't know I was gonna go into this route. I know I want to direct because I always was good in any kind of like art, storytelling, anything where I can like tell a story, music, poems, but I didn't know what mental health was. So, you know, until I went through my own thing and talking to mentors and talking to people like, oh, this is what you just did. I'm like, oh, this whole time I'm not even knowing. So
Wow.
subconsciously when I wrote the film, I think I kind of put that one in there, and
Mm.
it's been. I still want to try other films too, like comedy. I got some comedy stuff too. Um,
Yeah.
Also, I think my first one is just kind of I wanted to put that out there, and let it be known because visually people see that and be like, yo, maybe even as a son, maybe I could do this better, or maybe as a parent I can do this better, or oh, I relate to him. If you see it visually, you'll more want to
Oh,
do things about yeah.
yeah. Yep. Yep. And I concur on that one. I really feel, when I watched it, I had it. So,
Yeah.
Vaughn, you have a question?
Yeah. So along this journey, have you come across other men who've had the same experience or similar experiences other than you and your friend that came to LA with you?
So many, so many
Wow.
people, man. Like even watching the film, I have like countless of messages and phone calls and
Wow.
of people who went through this that I didn't know was is that many or that common. Like what's the actor in it? Which Marvin seen. When I sent him the script, he looked at the script and he's seasoned. He played in a lot of different things, and I look up to him like a mentor or whatever. When I asked him to do it, I didn't know if he was going to do it or not, and he saw the script and he said, "You know what? This film touched me more than you even know." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Okay, what does that mean?" He said, "My son died from suicide. The actual person who played the father, whose son died. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how much more alive like that can get." I'm like,
Wow.
Wow.
"Wow. How did the person I'm asking to play the father of the son who died, his son really died?" And shout out to Jay Jones. He's been helping it. He's been helping with this film and getting the message out. And after that, me and him hosted a couple. We're hosting barbershop talkback. So we did
Wow.
one in Riverdale where he got the barbershop he goes to, and we got a lot of men together.
Mm-hmm.
I got a clip of it on YouTube as well, and they got to play it and talk back and get real conversations and safe space. So yeah,
Mm.
it's
Love
been so
that.
many people. Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
trying to. I
Barbershop
want.
talk back.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying
Have
to
you
get
thought
that.
about taking that around the country to other barbershops and trying to think of the word, but have you thought about taking it around the country?
I would love to. I would love to. Like, um, even doing that, I was like, my mind. I was just wanting to do the film side, but now this has helped me open up into the one of my friends I met along this journey named Lightworker Wayne. He's a peer specialist, and he's pulled me into that field. So after this month, I'll be a peer specialist, and that
Mm.
Wow.
peer specialist, yeah, well, I'll be able to help and talk to people, and me and him partnering together, start our nonprofit called Rewriting Our Mental Stories. And
Wow.
rewriting mental stories is just about just because what you're going through. I mean, like that's not your end all be all. Somebody can say, "Hey, you have this, do you have this disease, or you have this." That's not your all and be all. It's how you see the world. It's how you want to change it. How you want to write your story. It's your book. You create your own reality. It's a movie. Like how you want you know how you want to see yourself. So you don't have to be to what they tell you. Oh, this is you. You stuck. Take this medicine. That's the end of your life. You got
Mm.
anxiety. You can never go out here and do nothing. You can never be a speaker. My friend I partner with, he stutters and all that, but guess what? He's a top speaker out here now. So because people tell him this, tell him
Wow.
that, but like he wrote his own story. Now you went from people making fun of him something to you're a speaker. You can go he can go pick up
Wow.
a check. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. 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 And
Y'all
Shelly
laugh now.
over
I can
here,
go.
I'm sorry. Did you see what Shelly? She said you need to. I'm gonna write this up here and put this up here because she's one of the and I gotta get back with her. she talks about grants and getting grants and government funding and stuff. Are you funded? Are you funded for your your movies and things that you're putting out there?
I need that. That's definitely I can because
Okay.
the movie I want to make it a full feature.
I was
Yeah,
going to ask you that.
yeah, with some plots and twists in it, like that
Yes.
I thought of, and that's gonna make it like a whole full feature. But like she said, I need to tap into the grants, the funding, and
Yes.
all that because that'll make it
Yes.
easier. Because like I had to do that out of my own pocket just for the short. But if I can get,
Oh
they
wow.
can see the vision, and then I can make it longer and make more
Yes.
and more.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You halfway there
And
because I thought it was a full feature film the way it started off. I mean, so
Oh,
professional, so eloquent. It
yeah.
just the opening credits and everything caught me
oh,
right
thank you.
there because
Yeah.
I knew that it was a labor of love in this project just
Yeah,
from the way it rolled out. It looked like a big Hollywood production or something.
Yes. It's awesome. I love it. I mean, I kind of went once I watched it. I watched it. I teared. I cried. I cried. I
yeah,
didn't expect the ending, but it kind of got me of understanding on how to talk to my son. My son is 20 years old and he's
Mm,
going through. He's having issues trying to make it happen. The youngest, youngest of the bunch, and he's not understanding this life thing. And when he told me, he said a key thing. He said, "Mommy, I just feel like I'm just uh, occupying space.
mm,
Jesus.
Just
mm.
occupying space. What do you mean by
Mm.
that?" And that kind of threw me because then I thought back what, how the dad was speaking to the father, I mean the son, and how, and what the mindset of a young man at this moment and where he at, could that take him to that point where this young man went to? This is a good,
Ooh.
good, good. I mean, your storyline is wonderful. I can't wait till you make it bigger. I
Thank
put it out here on the comments over here. I don't know if anybody can tap on it and look at it, but I'm gonna definitely put it on the
Hmm.
Facebook page and make sure they know where to get to watch it. I mean, it's right on YouTube. I had it for a minute. I didn't want to put it out there until he came on. But and Shelley
you.
said something that was so profound that when I read it, she said, "You
Hmm.
dropped your bag and your stuff fell out was a symbol sign from God that you are on your journey to healing and inspirational blessings."
Thank you,
Hmm.
Shelley.
That
You're
hit
right.
me.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's deep.
That's deep. That
That is.
right there hit me when I read it. I said, okay, she
Yeah.
hitting on something right there. You ain't think
Yes.
about it. That's a metaphor right there. What's in your bag?
Hmm.
You dropped this
I
stuff
like
It
that.
out of
I'm gonna
said
your
use that.
bag. Yeah.
said the
Yeah.
strap broke and everything.
Everything. My best friend was mad. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, we
Oh,
we ain't
your
even made it.
underwear.
his two pair of drawers and his shirt.
I mean,
Uh,
it is what it is, but
yeah.
and that hit me when she said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me like, yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
that was a
they think,
great,
Yeah.
yeah, man, they think men shouldn't, growing up, they think like men, we shouldn't cry or shut up, or even with women, they
Hmm.
might tell other women, don't tell what's going on outside the house, and we just all suppress our feelings in. So even if you look at Michael Jordan meme, everybody made fun of Michael Jordan, because he was crying and stuff, because he's the last to
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
start feeling it
mm-hmm,
'cause he cried. So it's
mm-hmm,
like we all talk like, okay, you can't show emotion, can't do that. I think it's a good balance between having accountability, like don't just always use it just to get stuff, but also,
yeah,
Right.
have accountability and, making an even balance. Like, don't get pity party, use it for manipulate, but
yeah.
to use it when you got to use it and just, let it out. You know what I'm saying?
We're human. I mean, everybody's
That's
human. I'm
it.
sorry. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Well, I was just getting ready to ask, have you thought about do you have any are you mentoring anybody? Do you have any plans on starting a mentorship program?
Yes. So we do free monthly events in Atlanta, and each month
Hmm.
it's topic, but it ties into mental health. Like last month we did managing grief. We had a speaker come up and he spoke and he even cried himself and he opened the floor up about and had people talk, conversation back and forth. And then next month we have a special guest called the Golden Law Firm. Women they have a firm, and they're gonna talk about mental health and law. So each month it'll be
Mm.
something new. We have
Yeah,
refreshments and talk, and we just safe space, and everybody, start.
Well, we
That's
need
how we
we
start
need
off. We're
some
doing
debates for
doing it.
that.
yeah. We
Yes,
need
I
to
would love to
come
see
in
you.
and pay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would love to come to one to
I
that.
would
That
too.
just seems like bring what's in the
Yes,
bag in
yeah,
there. I don't know if
please,
they'll let us
please,
interview, but okay. So when you say
Yeah,
please, that ain't
yes,
that number the thing. Let's
and
do this.
it's
Yes.
yes,
refreshing
yes.
me being in the corporate world and then
Mm-hmm.
seeing the lawyers that's in the corporate world and they're talking about
Oh yes.
mental health because I know that there are
Mm-hmm.
some days that for the past few months that I've been going through that
Yeah.
Yes.
challenge the very fiber of your being. So to have an
Yes.
Yes.
outlet to be able to discuss it, because a lot of times people feel like okay, that's 9 to 5. When 501 hit, you
Yeah.
leave it there. You don't bring it home. But it's kind of hard when like you say, you're trying to hold everything in, and you really
Yes.
need to take and get things out. And so having a safe space to be able to talk about it and to hear
Yes.
other
Yes.
people stories is can be enlightening.
Yes. And
Yes.
I
Yes. And
concur
people
with that.
people engage too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like that. And then,
Yeah.
sometimes people like you need to talk to somebody. Go talk to a psychologist. Sometimes
Yeah.
psychologists just let you talk. You really don't have, I mean, I ain't saying there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But to be
Yeah.
able to get in amongst of people that can identify what's going on just by their bags and what they got going on. Because, I speak, I'll talk if I feel a comfortable place for me to talk. I'm not going to just
Hmm.
go to nobody and just start telling them, oh, this, that, and
Your
the other.
business.
Because, yeah, I'm just one of those. I'm late, quiet, even though a lot of people think, oh, she's like, this, that, and the other, they don't really know that I am very personal. And
Mm-hmm.
they find that out as they get to know me that I'm personal. They don't see that as when they see me because I laugh and chat. But when a lot of things that's going on with me, which I had a real rough week this week, I would love to get it out. So what I do is pour it on Yvonne. I pour it all
Hmm.
on Yvonne. Yvonne is, she's just, but to have people to be able to talk to and have a safe space, I definitely want to be part of that. I really want to
Yes.
be
Yes.
part of that. So
Everybody needs a Yvonne.
yes, everybody need a Yvonne. I mean,
Everybody need a
everybody
Marvin
need.
because I dump on her too.
She do.
We
We jump.
yeah we
Yeah, we jump on each other. We do. We jump because that's what we say. We feel safe. We feel safe.
yeah
We know that what we say to one another, we're not going to judge each other. And if she needs to get in my butt, she will, and I'll get in her behind if that's what we need. But to
yeah
not have anybody that to talk to, and even if you have someone to talk to that doesn't really understand where your walk is, it's kind of hard
Wow.
to get, and then you feel useless, and like my son said, you just feel like you just occupying space, and that's
yeah
not good. And Shelly was saying that you can talk to I guess it's to get some grants, I'm not sure. She also would like for you to get in contact with her.
Yes.
And
love
maybe
that.
she can
Yes.
help
Please.
you out with getting some grants and leads. That's my girl. This my fam. I love this
Hmm.
thing right here.
Thank you,
She
Shelley. I would
also,
love to.
yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, she's a good one. You can find her on Facebook. Um, can you read that? As a state provider of individuals with autism and intelligence, what is it?
Intellectual
Intellectual
disabilities.
disabilities and behaviors, I work with them to express their inner thoughts, feelings, voices, and creative outlets. Remember, the greatest form of communication is comprehension and nonverbal communication.
Yes,
I wish you can. I wish I could. I wish I can't wait till you decide to get on here, Shelly, because we need to get you on here and talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a
yeah
lot that she has that she can give to everybody. and it's time for her
Mm-hmm.
to get on here. But I get it. I get it. Because I'm nonverbal sometimes. I don't speak on everything that might be bothering me. I'll just isolate
Mm-hmm.
myself. You see, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes isolation just allows you to continue to go into your head. And
Mm-hmm.
for you, which I love, Director G, you might have it in there, but you're able to put it out on film now and put it out there for people to understand. And that's healing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I see healing in your work, not only for you, but for others.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's a great thing for me because, like I said, I didn't realize how bad we can, as parents, can put words on our children and
Yeah.
hurt them, and make them feel less than because we see them at what we looking at, not meaning to hurt them, but just thinking we got the right path and really got the wrong direction.
Oh,
Mm.
And
come on now.
I
Say that
love,
again.
Yes, come on.
yeah, and I
Ooh.
love what you wrote. I love what you put on there. And
Mm.
just,
Mhm.
I mean, all of it because we need this. We need your support groups. We need to know that the
Yes.
things that we say. How many children do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I have one
One.
and a lot of nieces and nephews.
Okay. And how old is your one, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, she's 17.
17.
17.
Yeah.
You look
You
17. What
look
do you mean
about
she's
17. Yeah, so, as a director, as a person that is understanding the mental part of being a parent, because that's basically what your film is showing,
Yeah.
do you find that easier to parent your child, and be more understanding on where she is, even though she's a girl, not really a young man, but is that is
Yeah.
it easier? Yeah, we'll see that.
You said is it easier?
Yeah, to parent her,
Oh,
understanding the way you speak to her, the way you come across to
yes,
her.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes, yes. And
Mhm.
easier like trying to be more open, try to more listening and hear, speak what I gotta say. Still standing on the square, but still let them be open too, so they can have a voice. Not saying they gotta overpower me or they the parent or nothing, but still just give them a space where they feel free. Like I can say this.
Mm,
I'd rather they come to me with it than I don't want them to be scared to speak to me because a lot of times you can be too scared to speak to your parent. That can lead to a lot of you know
Yeah.
the big what I'm saying, but
Yes.
a good
And
balance,
we were
not
just
not too it's right balance.
right.
yeah.
It's funny, Vaughn. We were just talking about that yesterday, huh? And
Hmm.
being an auntie, and sometimes aunties and uncles is kind of got to step up to be the parents sometimes because they're a little more
Yeah,
gentle with it. And that's
yeah,
Hmm.
Yvonne. She's one of those type of people that she speaks to
mm,
her nieces and everything. When I was going through with my son, and still is, Vine, can you get that call? Call him. Call him. Because it's just sometimes some
Yeah.
people are gifted, like you. You're gifted to
Yeah.
yeah,
understand that. Everybody's
Yeah.
yeah,
not there. They just say things and thinking that it's supposed to be Bible, but you're hurting people. And I love that about you. And
yeah,
I love that what you wrote your picture. I can't wait till it become bigger because we got the film
Yeah.
yes,
fest, and I feel that's
I,
something you need to
oh
yes.
have
yes,
out there.
yeah.
You need to
Mm-hmm.
join us
Can't wait.
there.
Yes, I'm there. Yeah, please pull me in there.
Yes,
You need to
yes, and
jump
I
on
getting
it
feel
out
like
now.
that
See if you can get in
information.
there for a screening or something of that
Yes,
nature.
yes,
okay.
because it's
I
just
feel that
it's a
auntie and uncle
positive.
role is real key. Cause like you said, I always sometimes they don't look at the parent. They look at the parent a certain way. They may look at the uncle, auntie. Oh, they're a little more cool, more chill. I can be more open. So I think it takes a village. Like it takes,
Yes,
back in the day where your neighborhood, your neighbor. Like my mama used to leave, and the one of the neighbors would tell her everything that happened that day, and I was like, oh, how she know? And I
Yeah.
would get in trouble. But so that's how I said it takes
Yeah.
a whole village.
It,
yes,
yeah. It's it's that thing of sometimes people on the outside can see a little bit clearer what's going on,
Yeah.
because just like
True.
Marvina said, I have three,
Mm.
and I know when my daughter reached a certain age, it's like she and I were speaking three different languages, and we couldn't understand each other at all. But Marvina was able to go in and talk to her and balance things, and to this day, my daughter is 40 now. So
Mm.
this took place when she was 16. And
Okay.
to this day, I don't know what Marvina said to her or what that conversation was about,
None of your business.
but I know that it was a game changer, and our
Yeah.
relationship got better. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful to her for that. And a lot of times with her kids, my other nieces and nephews, they she doesn't know what those conversations were, but she
Yeah.
know that it was a game changer, and it's
Yeah.
all about I've always believed that kids are little people, so you
Mm.
speak to them, not at them and not around them, and
Ooh.
include them in the decision making process. And then that will help them to get to the next level,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
take the fear out. Because I grew up fearful. I grew up fearful. I was afraid to speak up. I was afraid to I knew that I had a voice, but I was afraid to express that voice. I was afraid to
Yeah.
open my
Okay.
mouth and let those words come out. So I
Mm.
internalized it. I kept to myself. I was a loner. I read a lot of books and things of that nature. But I always said when I have kids that I was not going to put my children into a fearful space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I approach kids the way that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah, yeah. And I think his picture shows the same thing. He was more, and see, when you got parents that's stern like that, because my mom was too. You be seen but not heard. It was part of
Yeah.
our upbringing, being seen and not heard. Even when things was rough and you wanted to defend yourself, you couldn't because to them, when you defend yourself, it's a part of being disrespectful. You're not,
Hmm.
you're not grown. You're a child. Stay in a child's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those type of things. And I can't wait to see this film. I know it's gonna be some more pieces to it.
Hmm.
Just for what you got going on. He kind of reminds me of me when I was a kid because even though you have aspirations, I used to want to play the drums so bad. I wanted to play the drums so bad. I wanted, but because I was a girl, my mom said that girls don't play drums. They threw a clarinet in my face. They put a
Ooh.
flute in my face. I didn't want none of that. I didn't want nothing high. I wanted a bass. I wanted a boom boom. But I was, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But that took
Hmm.
away
Yeah.
from believe it or not, because I wasn't able to do what I like to do, it made me
Mm.
it messed with my self-esteem. It hurt me
Yeah.
Mm.
because
Yeah.
now, I find that I don't complete things. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
learning things, and that's because what I wanted to do and what my heart was, it was made to feel like I wasn't something that I was because I wasn't a boy. I shouldn't, and I used to see Sheila E. Man, she used to be doom 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 doom. I used to watch Sheila. You
Now,
remember Sheila
what's
E? Yeah, she used to tear them drums up, and I'm like, she's a girl, but that's how parents, how they treat our children.
yeah.
And I'm really on focus on your movie, on this movie, um, and I feel that this is something that is going to go far, and I'm praying that it goes
Yes.
far.
Mhm.
I'm
We're gonna,
I'm
Yes.
we're gonna go
praying
ahead
for
and
you.
speak it into existence.
Yes,
We get
ma'am.
you. Yeah.
Yes,
We got to
yes.
keep pointed to each other. I got to point to Marvina. Marvina got to point to Yvonne, and we got to keep the cycle going. We all just got to keep pointing to each other.
That's right.
Keep the black magic, the bad
Right.
words out, and keep positivity going. And we just keep speaking positive to each other, and just you never know what can happen, what can manifest.
Yes. Girl, Shelly over here writing a whole lot of
Right
stuff.
now,
I'm
book.
I'm gonna definitely.
Yes.
That's my girl. Yearning to play
Yeah.
the
So
drums because your yearning was having. Yes, that's exactly. My voice
Yeah.
was taken from me a lot because of a lot of things I wasn't able to do as a
When I get off
child.
this call, listening to when we end this segment, I need to go and apologize to my daughter because I'm listening to you in the story about the drums. My daughter wanted to play football.
Mm,
And I was like, girls don't play football. You would not be out there playing football. You would not. And I didn't realize just how bad it still hurts her to this day. because about a month ago she said to me, "Girls don't play football, right?" And she's looking at all of the professional girl football teams, female football teams
Yeah,
out there. And so
yeah,
I am, so that's one thing I love about this show. Boy, it brings about some
It
things
brings
in
about
you.
something in your bag.
Yeah,
Yep. And some
and
bag,
yep,
your similarities of the bag.
I
Man,
am going
Director
to go and
G,
apologize
I
to her.
can't, I know we're getting ready to make some more things happen. I definitely want you to get in
Yes.
part of the film fest. I bring this up all the time.
yes.
I'm going to get all your information, and get, once I have this meeting with the director, I'm gonna see how I can get all the things done so you can be part of this. I really believe you should be. We're gonna get
Hmm.
you need to be, not just should be, you need to be a part of
You
this.
need to be.
Yes,
Gratitude.
ma'am. And yes, and once we get everything situated, I'm definitely going to be reaching out. Y'all watch out because y'all gonna see Director G out here. Y'all gonna see him or his name. And what if you want to become an artist? What if you want to become a part of your group, your movies and things like that? How can we get in contact with you? I know you got some stuff on YouTube and Facebook, so let's go ahead on and show
Mhm.
what we have so far. Um, is your Instagram page?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
If
go ahead.
you
What is it? Instagram director
director underscore Huey G.
Go
Mhm.
ahead.
And
Uh-huh. And also where
yeah.
else? You got
Oh,
TikTok.
you can YouTube is oh
I'm
TikTok. I'm
sorry.
sorry, TikTok made solid TV.
Mm-hmm.
Made solid TV brand for the film.
And also, yeah, you was about to say it. I'm bringing it on up
And,
to you.
oh yeah, yeah. And YouTube. Please subscribe, like, share, and everything. Comment. Made solid TV on YouTube.
Yes, right.
Hmm.
So, if I
Y'all
want to
make sure.
become an actor on your show, how do I become an actress or actor on your shows? If you have
Yeah,
some
you can email
upcoming
me
things.
or
Mm-hmm.
you can email me or email or reach out inbox and let me know whatever they're trying to do or whatever your vision is, and if it meets what we're trying to do, we can work. Because right now we in building stage. We want to work with people who want to work with good energy, like-minded individuals while we're trying to build.
All
Right.
right.
Right. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm gonna act. I like doing some stuff, but I don't know if I want to act. But I'll sure play in the background. Let me get because when you come successful, I need to know where I'm gonna sit somewhere. I want
That's right. Look, we be saying like, remember when? Remember when you was on
remember
the west
when you was on my
side?
show.
But what about voiceover work? Because I like to do, I'm looking to
Yes,
get into some voiceover work.
yeah, I've been looking into that. I'm not as experienced with that, but I've been looking because a lot of people I know have like amazing voices and could do so many different things. So I've been researching and finding different companies and seeing how could I start and how can I get my people together and do it. Like that's one thing I'm
All right,
tapping
Yeah.
then.
into.
What I need to
And
send you a resume.
yeah,
You need you need your
I need y'all to
portfolio.
set it off. I need y'all to do a remake of Set It Off.
All right. That
Look,
sounds like
yes,
a plan to me. I'm
that's
I'm
it
Jada
right
Pinkett.
there.
I'm Jada. I don't
So you
I don't
dated.
got my yes, ma'am. I'm Jay Pinkett. Yes, I am. Yeah, I done already got my character. Love you,
Mm-mm.
man. I enjoy you so
Yes.
much. I appreciate you for coming on. This not gonna be the last. We're gonna be looking into you to coming back, and once we get you coming back, we can watch all the grace of God, how He's going to bless you
Hmm.
so much. We're looking forward to seeing that. Yvonne, you got something to say to him before I
Yes,
let him go?
please do not forget to give us the calendar of events for the mental
Yes.
health events that are coming up.
Hmm.
I will clear my schedule to come.
Yeah.
So and that's for me, that's saying a lot because I'm so busy on the weekends, but I will clear my schedule to come and be a
Yeah.
participant or even just someone to just sit there and get some healing through it all. So I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to that. And I want
Yeah.
to thank you for gracing us and blessing us this morning
Yeah.
Mm.
because mental health is such a huge secret
Yes.
within the communities. And I can't just say in the black community, because mental health is an issue all the way
Yeah.
across the board.
Hmm.
But I call it the silent. It's one of the silent killers, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially for
Yes.
our children. We gotta look like
Yes.
we sometimes we those the ones that silently killing them just by the things we say and do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love about this. I can't wait till y'all watch it. It's about
Yes.
10 minutes, I think. It's around 10 something, 10 minutes or so. And I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna enjoy it. All y'all who understands the way, especially y'all parents who's parenting these y'all children and seeing the way y'all speak, we speak to them and understanding the way we do things. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Don't go
Yes.
nowhere.
Love y'all.
I'm be speaking to you in a minute. Let me get ready to hit this. All right, hold on. Hey y'all, hey y'all. Yep, yep, yep.
Ooh.
Okay, y'all, we got another 4 more minutes. You want to take us out, Yvonne? I'm gonna go ahead on and do my
Hey,
little
yeah,
ditty on the
man, oh
background.
man, thank you again, Director G. What a powerful
Yes,
segment. Powerful,
yes, yes, yes,
mental health and mental awareness is where it's at, and that's one of our
yes.
huge focuses that we bring forward on this show. But hey guys, we have two Facebook pages. So we have the Facebook What's in the Bag. The one that Marvina has up right now is our What's in the Bag, is our interactive page, and that is Motivation Monday, Talk About It Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Friday. And I know we got a little lax on there, so let me just go ahead and clear that up. We did get a little lax on there. Um,
New
I put
job,
some
boy.
things together so that they're gonna come out every single day, and I'm pretty sure it's going to pick back up. And then we have what's in the bag with the question mark. That is our directory, and we're working on setting that directory up to be able to give you guys notifications of upcoming events. Upcoming guests that will be on the show, and sometimes what their topics are, so that you can plan accordingly. You'll be able to set your calendar or your alarm so that you'll be able to tune in for those segments. And then we
Can I say
also
something
have, you sure
before you
can.
go? We're looking to. I mean, I know there's a lot of y'all who do get on Facebook. And if you think you can come on and help us with some of the things that we got going on in the back, because I'm be honest with you, it's nice to be able to help and be part of something where we can continually contribute to it. But sometimes you just need a little help. So if you feel
Mhm,
that you can help us post, or even on the directory page, if you got an understanding on how Facebook works or how the group page work. We looking for some administrators, some people that want to
mhm,
help and moderate and help us with this. Um,
yeah,
it's easy to try to do it as a two-man team, but what if we have, get some more people that is devoted, not just want to be a part of it, but you have to have a commitment and devotion to this, and we're looking for
mhm,
some people like that. So if you are one of those people that don't mind helping us post on our group page and helping us with the directory page, please DM us.
mhm.
DM us.
We are looking for
Start
a
from the
social media
beginning.
specialist.
Social media, if you know a little bit about social media, you ain't even got to know a whole lot, but you know how to post. Everybody know how to post. So if you could say, well, Marvin or Yvonne, what it need to be posted today, and we'll send some things over for stuff to be posted. We would love for you to help out and be part of that group, our group page. Because let me tell you something, we may be down here. Well, we was way down here, but now we're moving up.
You better come on and say
We're,
it.
we're moving up. We're
We're climbing that ladder.
yes, we're climbing the ladder. We're actually taking steps. We were crawling, but now we're taking some gentle steps, and we're looking for people that would like to come in and be a part of what's in the bag
Yeah.
and be a part of our team. So let me know. Okay, Vaughn, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You're good. And with that being said, just kind of piggyback off of Marvina, we are looking for help for the social media specialist to help us with Facebook, um, Twitch, and Instagram. Those are what's in the bag and the number 21. And then we also have YouTube. And I say this again, YouTube is what's in the bag 21. We ask that you go there, even if you are already a member on one of our other social media platforms. We're asking that you go and sign up on our YouTube. Help us grow that channel, What's in the Bag 21. And on
Yeah.
YouTube, you're able to go in and look at and
A
watch
lot of
again
it.
if it was a show that you wanted to see, a segment. All of our segments are there, so you're able to go in there and take and watch those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so those are all our social media platforms, and then we ask for your support
I'm
financially.
sorry.
We ask that you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and put that up.
Yeah, no, 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 no. You
Okay.
go. No, I'm sorry. I just went before you. My
We
fault.
ask that you guys support us financially. You can do buymeacupofcoffee.com or dollar sign what's in the bag 21 for Cash App. Any amount helps. Pennies adds up to cents and cents adds up to dollars. And I look at it this way: we all blow easily $5 a week. We blow it. We just out there just you break a 20, that 20
And
is
then you
already
can't
gone.
even buy nothing for $5 too much no more.
Right. And so, as Marvina said, we are growing. We have a lot of people that are reaching out to us and wanting us to come on site to take and do these shows. They have a story that they feel that our audience could benefit from, and we want to bring that to you guys. And in order for us to do that, we do need your support.
Yeah,
And then
and we're gonna talk. I'm sorry, I'm about to run. I'm sorry
no,
again because we're ready to go. Shelly, we're getting ready to give you a call because I've noticed that you have a lot of information that we need to talk about. As far as the
mm-hmm.
funding and grants, look for that. Look for to try to get a meeting with you, with
Yes.
that, real soon. I'm going to be DMing you so we can start seeing what we can, help out with some of that process. Because it seems to me, you the woman, you the one.
She
I
be the
love you.
one.
Yeah, she be the one. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh,
And
that's
we'll leave
okay.
that.
And then, give us a call. You guys can call us at 833-520-9482. Once again, that's 833-520-WITB. And we look forward to hearing from you guys.
And my extension is 701. Hey, 701. That's my extension. And Yvonne's is 700. And we just happy that y'all, come on and be a part of what we got going on every week. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for just
Right.
being y'all. I'm just be honest with you. So
hmm
Yvonne, go ahead if you got something to say before we leave.
Hey, 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 guys. God woke us up every day for a whole week. Think about that. For a whole week. That is how blessed we are. And with that being said, thank you guys for joining us. I love you. We love having you guys here. And as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. See you guys next Saturday.
Thank y'all. We love you. Have a great week and see you on next Saturday. Saturday.